Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into this show today. Now today is Sunday, so you know what that means. We're going around the net with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance, and we have a fully loaded docket for you today. We're taking a look at Citi, fixing some more stuff on the Strata Elite, but also taking away some stuff in the transfer partner game. We have the Chase 5X categories to take a look at, and we even have a new American Express business card to ridicule. So all that and more. So of course, if it sounds interesting to you, go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, we will lead off with the Chase 5X categories for the Freedom and Freedom Flex for Q2. Yes, we're late for about a week, but hey, you know how the taping schedule falls. So if you take a look at it, we have a lady who's super excited. I don't know why, because these categories aren't great. You've got Amazon, Chase Travel, and Feeding America, which is some kind of a nonprofit you can donate to, I suppose. And there you go. So, of course, you do have to activate these. These start in Q2, which is right around the corner. Really quick here. I mean, I don't think they're any good. Well, they're probably not good for people here, I guess is the thing, right? Amazon, most people will already have covered. Chase Travel technically should stack because I believe these cards, all Chase cards, get something through Chase Travel. So it should stack. However, again, most people here will be using a dedicated travel card or booking directly or doing some kind of transfer partners. So that's helpful. It's more helpful to the general population than you would think. But here, I don't think it's going to care. And I'm just not one for donating much of anything. So Feeding America, I mean, cool if you're a generous person, by all means, maybe can help you with tax write-off or something. But there you go. Those are the categories. Now, if you're not doing travel through Chase, you might be doing travel through Citi. And this next story is for you. It might irk you a little bit. This actually just popped up the other day. I think I saw Luke's Points and Miles posted this first, at least the first one that I saw. But Citi is reducing some transfer rates, specifically to choice privileges and preferred hotels. I prefer system. So the current rates would be 1,000 thank you rewards points are transferable to 2,000 choice privilege points. 1,000 thank you points would be, you could get 4,000 I prefer points for. So not terrible. New rates, 1,000 Citi points is going to equal 1,500 choice privileges points. Obviously, they're cutting it by 500 in case your math is rusty there. And for I prefer points, 1,000 is not going to get you 2,000, so they're cutting that by half, which seems fairly aggressive there. So, again, I don't know how popular those are. I don't know what I prefer is. I've heard of it, but not too much. Choice privileges, I think, isn't that with the main driver with Wells Fargo? I think they have the co-branded partnership. So, either way, I guess it could potentially be making that Chase Chase Travel stack look a little bit more interesting. Now, Citi's not done. They are also sort of rectifying it wrong or slowly doing it. The Strata Elite saga continues. Again, we had, months ago, all those folks getting in off of a link they shouldn't have used and Citi reacting and then crediting the points back. But there was also a contingent of folks out there, for some reason, who were so compelled at the offering of the Strata Elite to product change an existing Citi card to the Strata Elite. Why you would do this, I don't know. I'm really not a fan of a card, but folks did it, and unfortunately they were rewarded with their credits not working, specifically whatever they call the shopping credit, the one that works at like Best Buy, for example, where you get like $200 back or something like that. I wrote it down. I should always just read what I wrote. Anyways, that wasn't working for folks who product change. And now it seems to be reporting from the good doctor that it is starting to work. So this was updated on the 17th. So they're starting to post for some cardholders that are affected. Again, we're not sure how many folks this is going to fix for everybody. But again, it was I think it was American Airlines and Best Buy were the two that were called out because those are probably the most obvious ones to get your money back on. So that's good there. If you did product change, I'm glad you're enjoying the card, but keep an eye out for that because again, at least with that card, that credit is particularly easy to use if you get it credited. So hopefully they're going to continue to sort that out for everyone. Again, it's possible it's fixed for everyone, just not everyone's going to come in this niche of the internet and post about it. So there you go. Now, moving right along, back to travel. Bank of America, someone we don't really talk about in travel too much, but like their contemporaries, they do have a travel portal. And if you navigate to the travel portal, you're going to get this message. Currently, travel for all new travel reservations must conclude no later than December 31st, 2026. We are preparing for a new and improved travel site experience coming in the second quarter of this year. So that's cool. That's from Hearts Unknown, who wrote in again. I think this is posted to Reddit, I want to say. So there you go. Not much details there. You just can't book farther out than the end of the year because Bank of America is doing something to their travel portal. Again, as someone who loves Bank of America, even with their preferred rewards changes, I've never really think of them as travel. People do like the premium travel rewards, the premium elite one, simply because in preferred rewards, it becomes a pretty good no frills travel card that you can avoid no foreign transaction fees. And you can generally use those points to cover travel purchases on the card. So for Bank of America, I don't really know why you'd book through their travel portal than just getting one of their travel cards and booking directly. That seems easier. So it's also a little surprising. I wouldn't get too carried away here. I think it would be cool if they did something extra to help the preferred rewards thing go down smoother. But at the same time, the reason I don't give them a hard time is I don't think every single issuer needs to be set up to be this travel powerhouse. As the cashback person, this is partly why I like Bank of America. I don't really see them as travel, even though they do have options. And the same with my love affair with Wells Fargo. I did finally, by the way, get the autograph journey approved, so we've got that. But again, they have transfer partners. It doesn't need to be focused on travel because, cashback people need something too. Not everyone's into that, but I'll say I don't know why you would use the portal. I've actually never looked at it now that I think about it. Maybe I should check that out. So anyways, there you go. Now, I don't know if we've covered this other Bank of America point. Speaking of the Preferred Rewards program, a while back they did send out notification. We've covered it at length. They are changing the Preferred Rewards program, but there was questions on when it goes into effect for each individual, because that's all we ever care about is when this is going to affect me. And so they were sending out emails, and basically it looks like the changes will go into effect on your next renewal date. So mine says April of 2027. So for the 6 of you out there who care about this topic, again, you probably should have gotten an email. I think we just forgot to cover it, given all the other stuff we've had going on, which is good because we like news topics. So even though the changes themselves, if you were to get a new credit card, I think that change would go into effect immediately, or once it starts in May, that would go into effect. But for existing, all my 4 Bank of America credit cards, they won't see the kneecapping until April when my renewal comes due. You don't actually have to do anything to renew. It's just like that's like your anniversary date. They send you an email like, look how much money you saved in our program. There's some weird video that they send you. I've probably used for B-roll a dozen times. But either way, there you go. So it's nice that we have quite a while. It's just about a year still to cash in on the preferred rewards. So I do appreciate it. I'm going to still use it even after April. But it does give you some time to figure out what the next move is, if something's going to come up, that whole thing. Now, one thing, speaking of moves, that I actually haven't really used, but I keep considering how I'm going to use it or could use it, is the PayPal debit card. If you're unfamiliar, PayPal has this weird debit card that actually gives you 5% back on a category of your choice. That you can do about $1,000 spent on it a month. There's decent categories like dining and groceries. It was gas. Gas is on there, dining, I think groceries, there's like apparel too. You get to pick from a handful of categories, but they're very popular categories. So much so that I have a PayPal debit card. I haven't used it. Actually, they sent me an email saying, hey, if you want to renew your card, make a purchase. So I did. So they just sent me a new card because I always think I'm going to find a new use case for this, as plenty of you have. Well, you might want to holster it, or at least consider holstering it. I wouldn't consider this an all-out nerfing, but this is definitely making it a little more difficult. What are we talking about? Well, the press release you have on screen, it has a few items on there. But the main one you want to focus on is the amendments to the PayPal Rewards program. So the card itself, while earning cash back, it's technically earning PayPal rewards that go into your PayPal account that you can redeem into your PayPal checking account, basically. They are going to remove that option to cash these out for these PayPal rewards for cash. So your options are going to, I think you can buy gift cards through Honey, which I could have sworn people were mad at Honey for a while. So I don't know if you want to do that. But the main option they focus on here is you can use them at checkout for PayPal, which would be interesting. So this takes effect in August. So you do have a little bit more time to use the card conveniently, I should say. So This could be fine or really terrible. If it truly works out that when you go to PayPal check out with PayPal, you can choose, like if you were checking out through Amazon, Amazon lets you choose like your Amazon points balance, and the remainder of it you can pick the card it comes from. If it's like that, then it's probably fine, simply because, how much points are you really accruing throughout the year? You can find one thing to, use PayPal on. I haven't used PayPal in a while, but you can still do it. Taxes, right? We've talked about you paying income taxes with PayPal probably be the next best option after the Bank of America story takes effect, and it reduces the card's earning power there. If it's pick and choose or any harder than that, then I think this would be a problem. I wouldn't say it's an outright nerfing yet. It's more akin to how Chase went through and said, hey, you can no longer cash out your points to an external bank account. It has to be a Chase account, or you can still do statement credit or this, that, and the other. I guess I'd rather them do this than get rid of it altogether. PayPal has a history of coming out with like pretty good products, actually, and then they just never stand the test of time, partly because I think they appeal to us the most. Well, the debit card's got to have widespread appeal, I would imagine. PayPal's been around forever. It's a household name. So that is somewhat unfortunate to see anytime it is more annoying to redeem your points. I believe their PayPal credit card does earn cash back, so it's not grouped in this. But again, it's annoying. Likely move just to, they're probably not making that much on the card, so just try to keep the money in-house. Or if you're going to make you go through PayPal, they'll get a little bit more of the transaction, or ideally they'll force people to go through PayPal more consistently versus just like once a year to cash out, your points. So I don't think it's the end of the world. We're just going to have to see how easy it actually is to do, and if it's easy enough, then so be it. But, we'll keep an eye on that, because it's definitely up there in the sleeper cards for sure. Even though it is a debit card, I think it's fine. And it's a good thing we have debit cards like this, because American Express can't make a good credit card to save their life. American Express themselves, to close us out here, put up an Instagram reel the young people are at, teasing a new business card coming soon. Of course, there's not much about it because it's a teaser. I'll put the reel up somewhere over here so you can take a look at it. But the people on the internet do what the people on the internet do. I think this was from Reddit, the churning subreddit. They found this screenshot you're looking at now of something called the Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card. Again, all these screenshots could be fake. I don't know that there's really that much of a reward of faking stuff in this little niche of the internet. And if you were going to fake something, why not make it good so people get excited and then it not be good? Like, because as you can see, the Graphite card, which is a cool name, I'll give them that, but it is $250 annual fee in typical American Express fashion, and then it's 2% unlimited cash back, so cool, and 5% unlimited cash back on flights and prepaid hotels booked at American Express Travel. I mean, that's generally what they're all doing anyway. All the cards are doing 5% back through their own vertical integration. So I just... why would you pay $250, even as a business owner? Why would you pay $250 for unlimited 2% cash back? They have the Blue Business Plus, which is 2x back, or I have the Blue Cash. I have that one, which is a real business card I don't really use anymore, but it's 2% back on everything up to $50,000 a year. So you're telling me to remove the caps of $250? I don't know why anyone would do that, especially because the Wells Fargo Business Signify is an unlimited 2% back on everything for free. So why? I mean, people might think about the Plum card, but the Plum card is one of the most misunderstood products that they offer. In their defense, the Plum card it's supposed to be a mini warehouse line in your pocket. So, if you pay your balance in full at the end of the month, you get like 1.5x back. But if you want to carry a balance, it's got some kind of special financing rate on it. Hence, so you don't get the points, but you get the special financing. So it's a mini warehouse line. So you're getting something for that annual fee. It's basically in place of the financing fee, I guess you could say. I just don't know why this is like the best thing they come up with. And funny enough, they just will not do a 2% card on the personal side. You still got the cash magnate sitting over there at 1.5, I want to say. So I'm in the typical, this is so bad that I believe that they would do something like this. I like the design. It looks more carbon fiber. I will say this mock-up, it reminds me of carbon fiber more than graphite, but you just have like a pencil lead color overall. So I don't hate it. I like the name. It fits in with their, materials naming. I just don't know why anyone would do this. But hey, if you want it, let us know what you would use it for. But anyways, guys, that has been the news for the week. So of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to this channel, as we were posting content just like this every single week. And of course, right back here every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. And of course, every single day over on profitablecontent.com, which is of course the channel's blog, always linked down below for you, and on the channel homepage. Over there, you'll find news stories just like this. You'll find bank promotions and some credit card offers. Nothing as bad as the graphite, I hope, but hey, we hunt all the bonuses, so you never know. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon next week.